It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Titans and the Silver and Black, and it comes your way next.
Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Las Vegas Raiders. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
In the midst of a tumultuous 2021 season, the Las Vegas Raiders really turned to their quarterback, Derek Carr, to not only drive their offense, leading to career-high totals from the 8th-year passer and a nearly 5,000-yard season throwing the football, but also his leadership ability. He really grabbed that team and led them to the playoffs for the 2nd time in his career while coming out one of the toughest divisions in football.
Right to the air is Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Tannehill. That's complete to Traylon Burks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Tannehill on target to Burks. 1st down, Tennessee.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Henry again on 2nd down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 36. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options down forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Tannehill. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Tannehill to the sideline. Randy Bullock out now for the Tennessee field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Bullock's kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Second down, Jacobs once more. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
They can't stop. That's what it is.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Take it at the 37. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Matthew Butler made the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now it's Tannehill. And Woods has it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running left, it's Henry. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Over the middle, into the hands of Burks. And the Titans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Oh, how about the first night of the draft in 2022, round 1? The Tennessee Titans stunned all of us when they traded A.J. Brown to Philadelphia. And then moments later, drafted Treylon Burks out of Arkansas, a player who drew plenty of comparisons to Brown in the run-up to the NFL draft. Size, style, play speed, almost an exact clone. And now they're trying to use him the exact same way, and he produces a nice catch there.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he wisely will throw that one away.
All right, Captain. It's batting down to Hatch's time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up
I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. To throw his car. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
I can see his head. Not many people expected 100 catches or 1,000 yards out of Hunter Renfrow last season. But it's time to set those low expectations aside. He's one of the breakout players at receiver in the NFL and one of the better players at his position.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
2021 saw a 3rd-year breakout by Jeffrey Simmons with 8.5 sacks and his first Pro Bowl nod, as well as being named an All-Pro in the NFL.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs across the 30 to the 31-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Phillips. Finding room at midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st down, Tannehill. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also into field goal range at the 28.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And even though they've got the big cushion, I would imagine they'd like to see a little more out of their passing game. Pretty pedestrian numbers through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Let's go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful, because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. A rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. And the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. Past the 20 for a short gain, 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. So he stopped for no gain, and that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Carr to throw again. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Tannehill. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something because we're into the third quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Carr now on first down. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And this fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th quarter. They begin with Henry. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to get the first down, it looks like, as he's up to the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So Carr and the Raiders now down by 13. A little under 2.5 to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Carr to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it. Still
an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Hilliard now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Again, it's Henry to about the 48-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation as they take an aim. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.